Hi everyone, it's Wendy. Welcome back to the channel. And I'm continuing on with our journal that we've been making together. Last time we added a couple extension pages, if I'm correct. If I recall correctly, where are they? Okay, we did this one. That's a flip. And then we put a little tuck in there and a pocket. I haven't done anything for in here yet. Yeah, and then I think in the middle, we added a page extension like that. And on the other side, there's a tuck as well. So what I was thinking, I have this new kit from Tracy Fox. It's her Compendium Ads, MK3. And I have to say, these are gorgeous, like absolutely gorgeous. And a lot of the colors just feel like a really lovely fit for this journal. Oh, let me show you the pages. Gosh, so she's got the little tags, the bigger tags. I love these too. These are gorgeous. So those would be like journal cards or tuck spots, or so are these. And then these are little clips. You can use these for making little clips. And then, oh, that's upside down. Gosh, Wendy, everything upside down. And her amazing little sort of like stick clips, paper clips. She's got the fabulous specimen tag templates. And then these are some of the papers. They're just beautiful. And I thought some of this would look lovely in the journal. So, yeah. And this is one I've already cut. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that's definitely from the kit. So, let's do something with some of these. I'm just going to set these to the side. I was thinking, I'll set this to the side for now, that maybe we'd make a few tags. I think that would be fun. So, here are our tags. This is an amazing, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Love the colors in that. So in terms of tags, I think Tracy did one where she did a specimen, one of these specimen cards on the top of it as well, which I think was really, really fun. And I think what I'd like to do, just looking at that spot we have to make a tag for, I think they're a little bit wide for that, but we could do one and then cut it down a little bit, I think. So, like in terms of the sides. So, I'm just going to do this because I have some paper. I think I used it last time as well. I'll set this up here for now. I have some paper that are just end pieces of coffee stain paper, and I'm just going to back these on this. And those genuinely are pieces that were cut off the end of pages that I used in the journal. So I was thinking we could just attach those on there. I'm going to grab this. Probably need that, and then I'm just going to use my art glitter glue to glue it on, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so we'll just do a play together and make some tags. So, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all well. We're doing great. Whoops, as I am filming this, this is Caesar Sunday, you know, the day the kids all come for supper. So that's happening today. And that one's got a bit of a what would you call it? Just a bit of a wrinkle in it that I don't think is going to come out. So I'm just going to glue this down we'll glue these 3 and we'll work with them from the get-go. And then 2, and we'll do 1 more. That's just gorgeous. And all these beautiful patterns, I think, are going to play really, really nicely together in this journal. So, yes, it's Caesar Sunday. I've already made a layered marble cake. Did that yesterday. And then I am making for everybody pork chops. I cook them in the oven. And they're pretty popular. Having said that, you know, I always say to them, yes, get the lady who doesn't eat meat. Now she does them back to back, but I've got a different idea for them. So I'm just going to cut these like so. I want 3 for my tags. Actually, one of them, I don't want to do that on the tag because I don't want, it's going to go possibly in that pocket. So we'll only do 2. We'll set this aside. So yes, I always tease them. I said, yes, get the vegetarian vegan. I mostly eat vegan to cook the meat, but nobody has asked me to cook the meat. But I find that I want to be making food that the girls will also eat. They're a little bit fussy. I don't say that in a bad way, but they know what they like, and they don't like to try anything new. And so I find myself trying to get them to try anything, and I don't want them to think coming to grandma's means always, Mima's as they call me, always means that they have to eat something they don't want to eat. So that goes through my mind. So I try and every now and again just do kind of, they're kind of meat and potatoes kiddos. So today it's just meat and potatoes, and what else are we having? Carrots and turnips and broccoli, and then we'll go from there. So I think I'm going to use these pattern ones. That's not entirely. There we go. I'm going to use these pattern ones elsewhere in the book, but I'm going to use the one that has less of a pattern in the pocket. So we'll cut that one down. So that's what I do. I love using this cutter for cutting these, and then I just do this top bit by hand. I just like to know that the sides are straight, and that's a nice feeling tag. Now I had someone ask me recently, why don't I just print on cardstock? And the reason I don't is that I find with my Epson ink, it's a Epson EcoTank, it doesn't it doesn't print as crisply on something that has on any kind of cardstock, even if it's bright white cardstock. And I like the image to be as crisp as possible. So I always print mine on the bright white setting in my, when I go to print from my computer. And I find that gives me the best color saturation. So we've got those two. And I don't know if any of you guys experience that as well. Oh, okay, I know what I'm going to do. We'll just cut it out, and then we'll cut it narrower to fit that pocket. Okay. Attempt to, anyway. See, yeah, I don't know if any of you have experienced the same thing. And it could just be my printer that acts that way, but I'll be honest, I've had other printers, and I have found that most of them didn't quite give me the saturation I was looking for. Okay, let's open this and have a see if this is going to go in here. Whoops. There we go. Looks like it would be okay. Oh, it is. There you go. That was just my eyes not working. Okay, we'll put that in there. So let's look at decorating. Oh, before I do that, I want to cut these out. And so what I've done is I'm going to wait to cut these out until I have the centers cut out. I find that if you try and cut the center, cut around the border and then cut the center out, you just have, it's a little more fiddly. You have less to hold on to. So, just going to continue along there. So is anybody doing some fun projects this weekend? Okay, that's one. Oops, so sorry. And then I generally go to the corner. So yeah, look at me concentrating so I'm not talking as much. So yes, I'm wanting to get into the craft room this morning before everybody's here. And the nice thing about doing something like a what I mentioned earlier, kind of a meat and potatoes sort of meal, is that it's something that you don't have to cook an awful lot ahead of time. There are no sauces or anything like that to be contending with. So I'm going to cut. I want that. With my cutter, I find if I just put it right next to the straight of the inside cover, it won't cut too much off of the slide, the black on the slide. Okay. And of course you can cut this by hand. I hope that noise isn't too much. Okay, there we go. So that should be the last of our cutting with this. Set this aside. Okay, great. So, like I said, we want one of these to go in the pocket, and then the other two, I think that one's kind of pretty there. The other two we could have for here. You know, just as fun little, it could go either way, couldn't it? You could have it as a tall slide too. That's kind of pretty, just going over that. Anyway, I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with those, but I do have some images. I think maybe this one I'd like to do just a little bit of decorating. And let me just look around me to see what I have available. Okay. I think we may just end up, just a second, I'm just going to see about some, if I have some more tags or labels. I know I've used this one before, but I think that one is pretty there. So, too large. And these are from my book, my Floridium book, which has the very similar images to A Garden Eden, which you can get on Amazon. It's about $25 here in Canada. Oh, that's nice. What if we do that? What if we put this here and then add that one there? I like that. Okay, let's set those here for now. Yeah, I think that'll work. So I'm going to take this out of my glue. and just add this to here. Alice said the cutest thing yesterday. Remember, she's only 6. She said she told her mom she wants to be a sketcher when she grows up. So she sent me a note and she said, "Were you guys sketching?" And I said, "No, we weren't." I said, "But we did talk a little bit about sketching." And I think that kind of got her interest. So, and she said, "Here's the right way to hold a pencil." And so cute. Kids go through so many different ideas about what they would like to do, or etc. And I just think it's fun to encourage them in all of their thoughts and pursuits. Isn't that cute? So I'm really happy with that. Okay, I was thinking it might be fun. Okay, I'm just going to grab some. I have some of my beautiful ticking fabric from the amazing Veronica. I call her Vernie. I hope you don't mind, Vern. She is the wonderful creative genius behind Triple V Vintage, so I'm a big fan. So I think we'll just glue that there and then fold it over. Won't that look pretty? I think that would look nice. And I'm doing that for a couple of reasons, and I'll show you just in a second. I'll have this come down a little bit over where I have the glue, and that's intentional. And then I'm just going to put some glue here and fold this down so that we have a nice little tab. Now we could absolutely just sew across there. You can sew all around this tag if you want it. But my thought is, by having this little, I'm going to call it a peplum or skirt, what we can do, you've seen me do this before, is we can put it in our pocket like so, or attempt to. And what you can do is you can have the fabric just come over the pocket a teeny tiny bit. Now I'm not going to push that all the way down because this is still wet, but that's kind of cute, don't you think? And then we have it back here. So it's another writing spot, which I think is great. And it gives you a little bit of fluff. It'll be less of that because it'll be pushed down a little bit more. All right, let's play with these. So what I was thinking is, let me see, do I have any vellum here? I have some vellum. Or do I want to put a picture behind instead? Do I want vellum, or do I want to pull a picture instead? There were some, I don't have any of those from the kit, but what I could do, actually let's get the vellum. I do want vellum. Thinking out loud here. And I am going to use my cutter for a second. What is the width of this? Just over 2 1/4. So I want it just to be inside. So I want to go just 2 1/4. There we go. Perfect. Set that aside because you know we'll be using that. And then this side, is it a perfect square? Yeah. So we will go 2 1/4 a couple of times. This is just faster, and I know that I've got a good measurement. Like that. Okay. We'll save that for later as well. Great. Perfect. So what I want to do is I just want to put that vellum on here, and I'm going to put glue around here around the opening, and then I just take glue and put it very lightly on the edge here so that that is going to be nicely glued down. That was Midge you heard, by the way. And then we'll just glue it like that. So we have some glue on the back, or we have that glued in really well. Okay, and we're going to do the same here. And then we're going to take this and put some glue on here. And I actually just had an idea as I was gluing, because clearly I'm gluing. I'm going to go like that. All right, perfect. So, I like these little windows. I think they're fantastic. So let's just go down here a little bit. And I am going to grab, here we are. I think I have some of Tracy's portraits. I usually keep them at the front. I particularly love having the ladies on these. So here's let's just pull these out and see what we have. We have this lady. Now I want to see, is that going to be, oh, that's a nice size, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to use her. And not that I have anything against the fellas. I just, because this book has the golden ladies in it, I thought it would be kind of fun to, okay, I've got all the fellas there. Got some of my Rachel large labels. And let's see, do we have any of the, here we go. We have some smaller ones here. Okay, let's use this. Let's use this lady right there. Okay. So, move that out of the way. So my thought is, again, will she fit? Yes, she will fit. We will see her. Now we're going to see a little bit of the bottom, so I might cut a bit of that off. Or I don't know that I need to. Cut this right here. Sometimes I use this. The black one's probably not one that I will use, so I'll probably put that in the... Yeah, I am going to cut that one off at the bottom. You knew I was. Set that to the side. You never know. We might use it. So my thought is to put the image down and then to add this over top like so. I think that would be really neat. So we just need to make sure that she doesn't have to be in the center, but we don't want her so close to the side that the this part goes over. So I'm going to set her here and try and get her somewhat straight. Okay. And this gal I'll set towards the other side just for a change. I know I gotta move it, Wendy. And I'm gonna set her here. Perfect. And do I have, oh, I have some tape here. Let me just, you know how I always keep my extra bits of washi sitting alongside me. So let's put this here. Well, it didn't go right to the side, but that's okay. Like that. I don't know that this one needs anything at this stage, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to take some more of this fabric We just grab like so. And I'm going to, oh, that's unraveled. Okay, great. Take the threads out, like that. And just cut that. Pull some more threads out. So I'm just going to try and get that around the same size, thereabouts, like that. And I'm just going to glue it to the top. I've done this sort of thing before with the little coin pockets that I use from time to time. And it's just a fun way to add some dimension to your tag. And then I'm just going to put some of this glue at the top here. I'm not going to take it right to the edge of the slide. Got a little bit of space there. And what I want to do is work from the bottom and make sure this is on and straight. And I'm going to set that like that. Just like that. And now it will pull off. If you want it, you could actually journal on the paper part back there. But I just think that's kind of fun to do. I'm using some of Tracy's family portraits, they're called. Okay. This one as well. We want to do the same. So I'm just going to cut this like so. And put the fabric on. I like all this fraying on here. It makes it look like there's a bit of a fringe. Oh, wait now. Look what I did. That's not right. Okay, I need it to be straight up and down. So I'm going to do it here. Just wiped it off with my hand. Caught it in time. What made me think of it was the fact that there was so much space here. And I was like, wait now, that doesn't seem right. So, let's see. Now we're going to put the glue here. And get this lined up underneath. There we go. Got this beautiful lady. There, just a sec. Got just a second to correct that. I have done it. You could put a stitch across that if you wanted. See, that's going to go up like that. And that just gives us a couple of different ways to make a tag. You could put a little vellum pocket on as well. We could use a couple of labels. I think they need something that way. Ooh. Look at that. That's super pretty. Got some ladybugs here. Oh, that butterfly's gorgeous. Do we think that's too big? Do you think it's better that over here and this over here? Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to put this beautiful butterfly down. We used some of one of the bigger versions of these in a previous video on a pocket, to embellish a pocket. So I'm going to set this off to this side. Just make your eye go from here down to here. And similarly, I'm going to put this one on the other side for that same reason, just to move it over. And this will flatten out. I might put it underneath a book for that to flatten. Let's see, do we want... I'm going to put another tag on here, just because I can. This is, I'm going to set it here. This is another Tracy tag. Love her tags, as you know. And I see we're almost 30 minutes, so I'm just going to cut this. Save that. Whoops! Get some glue on this. And I'm going to set this over here. Right there. Excellent. All right. So that is, for now, decorating some tags. I'll pull this one out. We did some very, very quickly. Those are the ones that we've done. And I'll join you next time, and we'll see what else we can find to play with. So I hope you found this helpful, and thank you so much for joining me. See you soon, guys. Bye.